Hey guys, let's look at a game of student of mine. Sort of a student, sort of not a student. He's the White Stones playing 3Q bot. Standard stuff. Most people love the territory like this as white. It's a nice little piece of territory. Most people like that. Let's not forget in this upper right Joseki, the three A stones have completed their work and they won't be doing anything else. The one C stone will do some work later, but not much. But all four of the B stones are all about the future. At the moment, they don't really have any points. I've never quite gotten my mind around this. I can have points now, or I can try to get them later. I guess the right way of thinking about it is the B group does have its value. It's just a matter of realizing it. Anyway, white comes in, pretty normal, not necessary at all. Pretty easy to go anywhere you want to go. This is a fine spot. AI likes this. Black plays here. Funny move. Let's look at this. Let's start with white has this gap. At the moment, white's not concerned about the gap. How do we know that? Because he just put the stone down saying, I have a gap and I'm not concerned. Okay. Let's have black play here. Does that increase our concern about our gap? No. How about here? No. About here? Yes. About here? Oh, yeah. About here? Yes. What about there? I'm going to say no. If black wants to be in a relationship with the A stone, because at the moment we're saying the gap is fine, so in regards to the gap, A stone, what's the most black can do? Well, if this, he's not in relationship with that extra stone. So it would be here. It appears that's the most black can do if he wants to use his new stone, at which point our gap is not an issue. So I'm thinking he played here. I'm thinking it's not necessary. Now, if we ask other questions, is it pleasant for white? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not quite cash, but darn close. And it defends something that doesn't exactly need defense, but enjoys defense. I might put it at a 70% value minimum. But this whole idea of, I generally think of it as this is white's natural line. And if that line gets touched, then we need to defend. And if the line doesn't, then we don't. That's just my thoughts. White plays. Black, white, well, to go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. White leaves the weakness. Good, bad? Well, we're not concerned about this because we can just kill the stone in a ladder. Okay. So it's this. Well, at the moment, those black stones die. We'll just put it here. Just dead. Boom, boom, just dead. Okay. So if black is here, now the corner dies. Right, we're all on board that now if white doesn't respond, that should, looks like it kills the corner. Okay, so if white leaves the weakness, he doesn't mind this. If white plays here, let's assume for a moment that black extends regular. Later on in the game, white approaches, black responds. There's a end game here that's significant. Monkey jump. I mean, got a name, it's so famous. We'll call it a solid 8-9 points easily. 9 points. Well, it's the first stone in the corner. I mean, a stone in the corner is worth, let's call it 8. So this is worth at least a move. Okay, back to here. We just lost 9 points. Now, I find this fascinating. I don't know the right move. Black has a potential wall that's building here. White's move breaks that wall. Well, that's good. But at the cost of 9 points, because once that's there, black has the opportunity to play here later, 9 points value for free. Me, I would play here. I wouldn't think about the 9 points personally. And when we look at it now, it certainly appears if white plays here, white's got the monkey jump. And if white comes up, white doesn't have the monkey jump. So 9 points. And I don't think black can successfully build this wall anyway. But just in general, this white shape is very strong and can be trusted forever. While this one has weaknesses, and later on, black plays here, and then things happen, and things come in, and the weakness may show itself. I'm just saying that this is a weak move that black can't take advantage of right now, other than the 9 points. So this is a tendency for strong players, unless this sort of move is, oh, this is meaningful. Well, then, of course, play it, because everything's fine for the moment. Okay, some rambling there. We continue. White comes out. Black comes out. This move I don't get. Let's see what it does here. If we do nothing there, that's what I do personally. It's kind of like, well, what's the worst that can happen? Should I be defending? I don't know. What's the worst that can happen? That tends to be my starting point. If I do nothing, black can play here. That's nice shape, but he's alive anyway. Yeah, true. However, he is broken. I'm halfway getting convinced that he did the right thing. I would play this as white, and black's getting an awful lot. But if we put down my move to begin with, then this isn't very meaningful for black anyway. If he counters, then it's really not, black's got to come down. Oh, take his sente. I mean, oops, black sente. That hurts. So, a lot of questions here. I can't see this as right. But so far, the follow-up makes me glad the white stone's there. I couldn't bring myself to play it. But black needs to play here next. That exchange seems to favor white. So intellectually, I'm thinking I should play this. But as it stands, I wouldn't play this move. I mean, even after all this, I'm not going to play that move. But intellectually, maybe I should. Okay. Black comes up. Isn't there just a cut here? If this, then black's just dead and we're all happy. If this, well, black can't surround, so black's just dead. Okay. So this, well, we're out, and best black can hope for is tiny life. So this is an outright mistake for black, and white should cut immediately. White breaks the center. So let's look at that. White, black, white, black. White picks up the stones, and black gets a gote center wall. Or here, I prefer the white. There's a lot of interesting questions here. I would cut immediately. Come out, break the center again. Okay. It does make sense. It's fairly common that I'm in the middle of a lesson and the student plays his move, and I'm like, well, that's clearly a mistake in my head, right? Oh, that's a mistake. I can't wait. How am I going to tell him? How am I going to form the idea so that he sees this as a mistake? And so in review, I go, and so why did you play here? Starts explaining. I'm going, that's a pretty good explanation. All of a sudden I'm going, that's a better move than I had. This happens not rarely. I mean, I don't want to use the word common, but near common, where the students move, he convinces me. I don't have moves. I just have thinking, and my thinking's not always right. Double Hane makes sense. Black's too weak to do anything. I like the save. Black comes up. That's silly, right? That's silly. I mean, you have to admit it's nice on the left. Let's look at something about this position. I'm going to change the upper left to a 4-4. This is not a small difference. Having both 4-4s in, their only job, 4-4 is terrible in the corner. Bear with me, and this is simple stuff. Let's look at the upper left. Black has a 4-4. Boom. What black get up there? nothing. This isn't hard for white. White just takes a step. I'm alive in your corner. So the 4-4 is terrible for the corner. What's worse than terrible? We've got to come up with a word worse than terrible. Has no meaning in the corner. Its value is in its extensions and its side influence. So 2 stones on the left, both of which their whole life is all about influence. And we've given black C. Wow, that's impressive. Well, one's a 3-3 that has nothing at all to do with influence. Oh, then it's all broken. It's a big, massive difference. They're not similar. Okay. Time to kill. Okay. Black should think about just coming down. And one more time. And if white doesn't respond, the black stones can live this way. Is that right? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. White shouldn't take them. So it looks like this. And black looks better. White's corner's small. Funny. Black tries to save. So white gets just a lot of value here. We have a rule that says 3 in a row is not enough. 3 in a row, ladders don't work, or tend to not work. Nets don't work. It's just not a strong position. These 4 stones are 3 in a row because the liberty's used up. And now they're 2 in a row. That's 2 black stones. I don't know how to say it. Hopefully you go, yeah, that's obvious. So white presses here because black's 3 in a row, and the honey would be good. So black comes out, and then white plays away. Okay. The overall board, white has many points, very solid. That monkey jump, gone, not even an issue. That's an extra 9 points white picked up in this position. And black's wall's all but negated by the single white 4th line stone. So white's way ahead. But back here, if we look at this, I think black's got a better position. So this white center, black center is very meaningful, even though it's not both 4-4s. To me, that comes back to this. What's black going to do? Black's going to play, we'll put it 4th line. Here. Okay, it's just normal. There's no grand center. If we put it here, and I'm fine. How's white? Fine. How's black? Well, the cut doesn't work, right? Just a ladder. So there's no cut. Black's fine. His group is out. So I'm going to play away. And all that center doesn't mean anything. Oh, black's a Atari. Okay. This means nothing unless black has a thickness. That would be here. That's the thick move. And then white is happy to play here. He might choose to play here. But all those difficult positions are gone. So to me, it all comes down here. Well, first here, and second, I'm okay, you're okay, bottom is big. And all of a sudden, we're completely out of trouble. And this path, black's getting more and more center every step. And finally, ouch. Okay, back to the game. White gets the huge territory and the fourth line stone, which I think is appropriate to negate black's thickness. Okay, back to the game. What should white do? Well, settle a stone. How does one do that? Does one start here? Well, no, because you never got your, it's just, we extend first. This is the second idea. First idea is we extend, which is what he did. When he played A, he's negating all the B stuff. When he plays C, he's negating nothing. Well, why are we on the fourth line? There's no reason. Where does one find life and points? On the third line. So, extend on the third line. Here or even here, I'm not terribly against that. So, third line. Fourth line, we don't have a base. That becomes trouble. Black removes the base. Awkward. I think I'd fix my gap. He might play here and here, and I'll give him that one. And my group is virtually live now. And black got something extra in the corner, but I'm okay. This is a bit chaotic, cuts everywhere. I'd even, if I'm going to play this move, it means I'm giving something up. Maybe the A stone is just too thin to say I'm keeping all of it. Let's look at the two marked stones. What will they do on the left? Nothing. They've done something, past tense on the left. They forced black to the second line. That's kind of pitiful. Second line, gosh, talk about crawling. So they've done good work. What are they doing now? Nothing. They've done their work. Time to give them up. If we save them, then all of a sudden we have two weak groups. That's bad. This, I mean, it looks like something's going to die. I mean, it's pretty bad. But if we give them up, let's just go here, then we'll have a much easier time of it. Black does come out. White plays tight. Does it capture? That would be nice. I haven't seen yet. Let's assume it captures. And that right now, black's reading it out. And he goes, holy cow, I get to capture the stone. I'm going to play here. That would be wonderful. That would be a nice readout. Let's find out. Black runs away. Black runs away. And black kills. So it doesn't work. So let's assume that we have 2-week groups and we're going to have both survive independently. Because sometimes this happens and we need to know how to maneuver. Step 1, which group is under more pressure? The A group. I think it might die next move. I mean, it's behind me. I mean, it's bad. So it's going to get out. Where, how? Fourth line to keep the pressure up on those stones. Sort of like this is settling in Sente and this is settling in Gote, that kind of thing. So here, black gets out. I'm not about to turn. This is for points. I don't want points. I want to save my left-hand side. Black comes out, and then I would go about settling here. And I think we'll achieve that. So 2 groups. Boom, boom, you went this way. Black plays here. White, cute. No problem. Give up the stones. Give them up. Oh, hard. Not easy. Sorry. Oh, not easy. So pretty fragmented here. Very hard to know how to deal with things. Capture the stone. This also captures. It's captured. No need. Time to save your next stones. However, we're going to save them. And then all is well. Here, maybe black didn't notice that everything's fine. The stones are captured. Because what's this for? Is he chasing something? I hope not. He's too weak to be chasing. Let's talk about something for a second. Black's A group. Anytime he wants, he can capture the B stones. Also, white's C stones are extremely weak. Also, white's D stones are extremely weak. Okay, so when we think of white's E stone attacking A, we can say that that's irrational. But when you're in the middle of a game, we all know how horribly complex situations get. And the clock's running and your emotions are going crazy. Mine do. I don't know about you guys. My emotions go crazy. And you just, I'm attacking you. That's all. It's like, but that's irrational. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the presence of mind to be rational. Happens all the time to me. I review going, what was I thinking? Come on out. The peep obviously is trying to attack. Down. White should be defending his AB as much as possible. This doesn't do it. Could still just die. Capture. Gote. White takes his Sente. Okay. Let's ask, what is A doing? A is reducing area 1. Okay. But it's not time to deal with points in Gote. I mean, points in Gote, saving your stones is going to be bigger. What else is it doing? It's perhaps trying to get eyes for the B group. Okay. How many eyes does the A group have? Wow. 0. No eyes. Wow. Yeah, you better play here. I had assumed it was time to, save our top area, but we have no eyes. Big ouch. Where to? If we save our stones, this gives us enough strength to start getting eyes. Or even just start in. Yeah, just starting. So we'll find more eyes on the side than the center. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, good for him. Snap back, so it captures the stones, and it starts forming an eye at A. Good, that's good thinking, because it's only natural to play this way, and it doesn't form that second eye. Good thinking. Black removes the eye. Right. Not that this increases an eye, but we're getting out. Incente forming more potential. Okay. Okay. We're seeing an eye develop here. And we have an eye. Now we need another one. I still want to go for the second eye over here. Notice, well, like he can't cut because there's Ataris everywhere. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Then he finally gets that guy in. Double sent. Oh, just there you go. Now we have a bunch of eyes. Okay, we're alive. And does he finish on top? Top's pretty big, I think. Fix that somehow. Yeah. Corner's big, but let's say we played, I'll just put it here. And Black says, "You fool." Well, that's a really slow move for Black to make. Here's better. Did he really? It's a double Gote area. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get to. Trying to connect under, trying to live, connect. Great. And then he plays this important and just gives up a little tiny bit. Nice. It's a little bit interesting. At this point, the corner has a certain size. We can use the term big. Boom, boom. The corner is now smaller. Boom, boom. The corner's now smaller. Boom, boom. Now the corner's small. So the size has been changing and changing. Finally, oh yeah, let's go somewhere else. Very nice. And then somewhere else. Two. Oh, big. Yeah. Very nice. Yep. 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 Any reason not to come on up and do some breaking first? Boom, boom, boom. We can ignore, right? Just no, we need to play. Okay. Yeah, best. And the computer resigns there. Could. So some interesting parts, some exciting parts. To me, the hardest thing about Go is to maintain rational thinking. What's the term? To stay calm throughout the game. I would say I have achieved or nearly achieved that maximum 10 times out of approximately 100,000 Go games. Now, of these less than 10 times, it's like stay totally focused, aware of everything that's happening, never lose track, and then for one move, a premature setting the stone down before you thought. Like a little oops, where it's like nearly the whole game, virtually the whole game. I'm not sure I've ever done it for literally the whole game. Very hard thing to do. I really like doing impossible things. It soothes my ego like I'm Superman. Oh, I'm doing impossible things. I've conquered some things in my life. Someone says, this is nearly impossible. Here, let me do that then. Such an ego thing makes me a bad person, and I apologize. Okay. So we saw some fun stuff. Go was hard. Hope you enjoyed it. Adios.